Hey friends, hey Mind Wanderers, it's a pleasure to be here for all of you. Hope you're enjoying my YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button below, and you can also hit the reminder button so when I do post a new video, you guys get the latest and greatest. Let's take a deep dive together. Let's talk about how not to let past trauma ruin your life. I want you to think about betrayal. I want you to think about loss. I want you to think about things that you've experienced. We all experience these things, but if you are still stuck in it, if you're still swimming in the grief, you're still swimming in the loss, and you wake up to these self-defeating thoughts every morning, that's not good. It's a waste of time. And I'm not taking away from what you've gone through, but your peace of mind will literally save your life. Even if you're still dealing with the physical manifestation of whatever has happened to you, taking all that stuff that you wake up to, that you're focusing on every morning, things that are going on in the past that maybe there are some consequences that are still affecting your life, but there's only one way to deal with those thoughts, is to not focus on them. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's such a tragedy. We only have one life on this planet, all of us. And I realized this when I got divorced and my ex-wife left. And I remember just sitting on my bed in my room, in my place, our former place, and it was middle of the night. I'm looking around me, I'm alone, I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I felt the walls just caving in on me. I'm staring at the walls and just really swimming in my own victimhood. And it was, some people could say, yeah, this is part of the grieving process. But it lingered, and I let it happen. I blamed my current circumstances on my wife, my ex-wife. I blamed how I dealt with it on the advice I got from friends or family. I blame myself for being a failure in the marriage. I beat myself up in my head, and I realized that these thoughts were just swirling around. But then I looked around me, and they don't really exist, right? Our brain is only as powerful as the person behind the wheel driving the brain to function optimally. And we can change our focus away from the trauma, away from things that have happened in the past. They might still be there, but what are the learning lessons? Think about it for a second. When you are really stuck in your head and it's preventing you from accepting that new job offer or being in a successful relationship, it's really, really scary to think that thoughts up here are affecting our outside reality and ruining our life, our one chance at life. You only have one life. Self-sabotage comes in many forms, and it's not right for you to let your life be destroyed by your thoughts, things that are no longer in your present reality. And I took my own advice, and it really was the jumping off point to really understanding what personal development is all about in my healing work with my clients and with myself. So I want you to think about the next time you get caught up in the negativity of thoughts that are, whether you are aware of it or not, probably attached to some trauma of the past. Now, you can go to a therapist, you can see a coach like me, and they can give you tools to refocus your attention away from the past trauma. And you can remember those things. You might practice it for a little while, but then you forget, something happens, you get busy, and then you wake up again with those same thoughts, and then you're stuck. Don't let that happen to you. You deserve to have a healthy and happy life, despite what happened 10 years ago or 5 months ago. Life is a gift. If you focus on why your life is a gift versus focusing on why your life is so difficult and why your life is not fair, then you really feel better. You wake up with peace of mind, regardless if you're rich or you're poor. Focus on what you can do right now. It's not easy, and that's why coaches like myself are here to help you, to create space for you, to be a voice for what we know intuitively is your greatest gifts that are just waiting to be harnessed. And that's not some nonsense that I'm trying to convince you of or trying to sell you on my services. That's the truth. So the next time you wake up in the morning and you're having these heavy thoughts, you're feeling hopeless and you're feeling just out of control, and you feel like, today's going to be just a heavy, uncomfortable day, then ask yourself, why am I allowing something that happened 10 years ago or 5 months ago or 2 weeks ago to ruin my peace and my sense of well-being? And it doesn't have to be some fancy coaching. It doesn't have to be some EMDR, some fancy new technique so you can figure out how to get out of your thoughts and start living your life and finding solutions to some of the obstacles that you might be experiencing right now. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to you and the people around you that love you. And if you're alone and you don't have a lot of resources, well, see your life. Like, can you imagine your life, what your life would be without feeling like shit every day? And some people might say, what's this guy talking about? I don't have any control of how I feel. I feel how I feel. And I got to disagree with you on that. That's bullshit. Every day is a new chance to start over. Regardless if you're not feeling well, if you have health issues, or you're dealing with a major breakup, or you're dealing with a major financial loss. How much time are you going to spend on focusing on things that are in the past that are no longer in your current reality? Maybe some of it, is influencing some of your issues or some of your obstacles. But peace of mind and peace up here and just feeling good for the fuck of it, that's what you deserve. Think about it.